What happens when a 15-year-old girl carrying the weight of what she sees daily, poverty, homelessness, and kids her age struggling, gathers the courage to stop President Trump in a quiet community center lobby and ask him, face to face, why someone with so much power isn't doing more to help? Before we dive into this emotional story, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? Which state, which city? We love connecting with our viewers. The sun lit up the polished floor of the center as people gathered, buzzing with curiosity. Trump stood at the center in a sharp suit, flanked by aides and security, ready for a brief local appearance. Among the crowd was 15-year-old Lila Grayson, nervously adjusting her backpack, her heart pounding. She saw him often on TV, but in real life, surrounded by struggling neighbors and the homeless she passed every day, this moment felt deeply personal. She'd tried helping in her own small ways, sharing food, giving $1, but today, she wanted to ask the one question that never left her mind. She gave when she could, but it never felt like enough. Today, seeing Trump in person sparked something, hope mixed with frustration driving her to act. Lila took a deep breath and moved through the crowd until she stood just a few feet from him. Trump was busy shaking hands, his booming voice filling the lobby. Great people, tremendous support, the best. Lila hesitated, then stepped forward and extended her hand. Trump turned, his gaze meeting hers, and gave a firm handshake. "Well, hello there, young lady. What's your name?" he asked, his tone warm but firm. "I'm Lila," she replied, her voice growing steady. "I see poor people every day on my way to school, families with kids like me. I try to help, but I can't do much. You're the president. You can fix it. Why aren't you?" For a moment, the room went still. Heads turned. Trump's eyebrows lifted, a half-smile forming as the weight of her question settled in the air. He let go of her hand and said, "Lila, huh? That's a nice name. Listen, I'm doing tremendous things. Believe me. Nobody helps people better than me. We're creating jobs, rebuilding the economy, the best economy you've ever seen." Lila frowned and shook her head. "But I still see kids going hungry and sleeping outside. Jobs are good, but what about them? Why aren't there more free meals or places they can stay?" Trump adjusted his tie, his voice rising slightly. "Look, we've passed historic tax cuts. People are working, making money. That's how we help. Just handing out food doesn't work. It's not sustainable. I'm fixing the big picture, the best big picture." Lila crossed her arms, voice firmer now. "But I see a boy my age every day who says he's cold and hasn't eaten since yesterday. My mom says taxes don't matter if you don't have a home. Can't you help him?" Trump leaned in, his tone shifting to the confident one familiar from TV. "I get it, Lila, I do. I've seen tough times too. But you can't help everyone with handouts. We're building opportunities, factories, jobs. That's the American way. My administration's doing more than anyone ever has." Lila tilted her head, unconvinced. "Opportunities are fine, but that boy can't wait for a factory job. Why not start with shelters or food trucks? I'd help if I could, but I'm just a kid with a few dollars." Trump waved a hand, his voice trailing off. Trump's voice boomed again. "Shelters? Food trucks? That's small stuff, Lila. I'm thinking big, the biggest. We've got tremendous plans, but it takes time. You can't fix everything overnight, even I can't, though I come close." Lila's eyes narrowed, frustration rising. "Time doesn't help the girl I saw crying because her family got evicted. She's my friend. And she's scared. Can't you try something now? Why not use some of that tax money to feed people?" Trump straightened, his tone turning serious. "Tax money, huh? We're using it smart. Creating wealth. That's how you lift people up. And I've got the best people working on it. We're going to make America great again, which means helping everyone eventually. You've got a good heart, though, I'll give you that." Lila shook her head, stepping closer. "Eventually isn't good enough. I gave my lunch to that girl once, but I can't do it every day. You have the power, Mr. President. Why not open a soup kitchen or something? I'd even volunteer if you did," Lila said firmly. Trump rubbed his chin, considering. "A soup kitchen, huh? Not a bad idea, not bad at all. But it's not just me, Lila, it's the whole system. Government moves slow, too slow sometimes. We're focused on jobs first, then we'll get to the rest the best way possible. Lia's tone softened, but her resolve didn't waver. Jobs are fine, but my friend's mom lost hers and now they're on the street. I see old men begging too, and it's not their fault. Can't you help now and later? Trump nodded slowly, voice more measured. You're a smart kid, Lia. I like that. We're helping now with relief funds, but you're right, we can do more. I've got the best team looking at all options. It's not easy. The bureaucracy is a mess. Lia bit her lip. My teacher says charity starts at home. If you started something here in this town, it could help my friends. Why not try? Trump chuckled with a touch of warmth. Charity starts at home. Very smart. We could do something here. Maybe a pilot program. The best pilot program. But it takes planning, money, and the right people. I'm not saying no. Trump replied. Lia's eyes lit up, but she pushed further. Planning is fine, but those kids can't wait. I saw a man give his only apple to a little boy yesterday. That should be your job, not his. Can't you make it happen faster? Trump's expression softened as he gestured toward her. That's a tough story, Lia. Really tough. I hate seeing that, believe me. We're moving fast. Faster than anyone, but you're asking for speed and heart, and I respect that. We'll look into it, get the best minds on it. Lia took a deep breath, her voice shaking with hope. Then do it here. Start in my town. I'll help. I promise. But you have to promise too. Promise you'll do something for them. She stepped forward, hands clasped tightly, eyes locked on his. The lobby fell silent as everyone watched. Trump looked down, the usual bravado fading into reflection. He nodded and placed a hand on her shoulder. All right, Lia. You've got me convinced. We'll bring real help right here in your town, I promise. He turned to an aide and said quietly, Get the team on this. Fast. Then he gave Lia a final nod and waved to the crowd as he exited. She watched him go, a small smile forming as the glass doors closed behind him and the lobby buzzed back to life. If this moment moved you, take a second to reflect on how we can all help those around us. Subscribe for more powerful stories and drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.